And just taking some time now just to set aside the world outside and take this time now for you. Just taking some nice deep breaths. All the way in, all the way out. Nice deep breaths. Taking all the time that you need for the mind to settle, for the body to relax. Just allowing each in-breath to draw out any tensions from the body, any stresses from the mind, and using each out-breath just to let everything go. That's it, nice deep breaths. All the way in, all the way out. And just allowing the body to sink down. Pressing against the surface. Noticing the different points of pressure. The back pressing down. The backs of the legs pressing down. The arms and the hands resting. All the way to the soles of the feet. And just noticing those different points of pressure as the breath comes and goes. Notice where you experience the breath the most. Is it the gentle movement of the body? The touch of fabric against the skin? The temperature of the air? All the different sensations as each breath comes and goes. Just notice that you are breathing. It isn't often we take the time to simply notice what we experience with each breath as it comes and goes. And as you allow each breath to simply come and go, you might like to take your attention for a few moments to any sounds that you can hear. Sounds up close and sounds further away. Noticing the different layers of sound and how those sounds come and go, fading in, fading out. And isn't it interesting what you can notice when you choose to pay attention? And you can choose to allow those sounds to simply come and go, fading in, fading out, helping relax you even more, helping you become more deeply absorbed in this experience, knowing there's nothing you need to do for the next little while, but relax and listen to the sound of my voice. And my voice will go with you as you take your attention back to the body and to the breath, as each breath out now takes you down a little more, helping relax you even more, helping you relax even deeper. As the sounds around you take you down, my voice takes you down. And you can just allow yourself to enjoy that feeling of relaxation. As the breath comes and goes. And you might even start to notice how differently you feel now from when you first began today. You might begin to notice whether the right side feels more relaxed than the left side, or whether the left side feels more relaxed than the right side. Maybe the top feels deeper than the bottom. Maybe the bottom feels deeper than the top. Perhaps the front is more at ease than the back, or the back more at ease than the front. And as you become aware of just allowing a deep sense of relaxation, as you start to find that place inside yourself where everything else drifts away. Now, I don't know how best you'll find that place here today, as everybody relaxes in their own unique way. And I don't know just what you will discover when you do. And I don't know just how you will use what you learn. But I'm curious to find out. So as you continue drifting, dreaming, breathing, and letting go, you can simply allow relaxation to happen all by itself. There's no need to try to do anything at all. As the breath continues, taking you deeper, you might like to imagine that you're standing at the top of a spiral staircase. A staircase that winds down and around and down in your mind in any way that makes sense to you. And you might like to imagine you're making your way down that spiral staircase. Each step around taking you twice as deep as the step before. Each step down taking you twice as deep as the step before. And so that as you make your way down and down and around and around, all the way down, all the way down, and then when you reach the bottom, you see a doorway with sliding doors in your mind that open up for you to go through. And as you make your way through in your mind, the doors wrapping closed around you, you find yourself in what seems to be a mystical elevator. It can carry you safely up and up and up, all the way up, far above the world below, far above the clouds, safely carrying you up, lifting you, supporting you, holding you safe and secure. And when you reach the top and the doors open again, you find this platform waiting for you. a deep, soft, comfortable chair, luscious cushions, and padding just wrapping around you, holding you safe as you sink down, allowing yourself to relax and let go. And as you just enjoy this space, away from the world below, leaving everything else behind, you notice that from all the way up here, things start to look a little different. You can see things differently all the way up here. Seeing things from a new perspective, in a new way. And all those things that used to bother you seem so far away now. And up here you can see what's truly important. And also you can see what it is that you are in control of. And all those things that you've been able to leave behind down below. And as you notice those things that you can control, you can notice that one of those things is your own pleasure. You can control your pleasure. You can give yourself permission to control your own pleasure. It's really about connecting with your sensual self. Just allowing yourself to give yourself permission to feel whatever it is you want to feel, without the shame and guilt that you've left far below. Notice now how good it feels to feel that comfort of being in hypnosis. And take time to noticing the feeling of comfort. A profound, pleasurable, comfortable feeling in the body. Notice that feeling more, being more comfortable, being comfortable in pleasure. Give yourself permission to go deeper now and feel more pleasure. It's easy just telling yourself that you can. Just giving yourself permission. Going down to that next level, that deeper level. Giving yourself permission for more pleasure. And that's it, just allow that now. Notice that's far more intense and more pleasurable. Notice where you feel it. And I wonder what would happen if you were to give yourself permission to go into a deeper level of pleasure. I wonder how sublime that would feel. Give yourself permission to experience that. Do that now. Go deeper still and feel it. Just those words in your mind. I give myself permission to experience pleasure, whatever that means for you, whatever pleasure means for you. As you scan your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, and just letting go of any areas that you don't feel pleasure in. And give yourself permission to experience pleasure there too. Just imagine what it will be like to go to the next level, where you can give yourself permission to experience pleasure in your life much more profoundly. Pleasure comes in so many forms. The sun on the skin, the feeling of rain, the sound of laughter and touch. You can feel those things. You can give yourself permission for pleasure. Now here is something really wonderful. Down at the next level is the permission to receive pleasure. not just to have pleasure, but to receive pleasure, to permit and allow someone else the pleasure of giving you pleasure, whatever that means for you. You can see what an amazing gift it is to receive pleasure. A simple act of allowing yourself to receive pleasure completely, fully, and wholeheartedly. It is a wonderful gift to someone else. Really focus on that thought. How wonderful it is to receive pleasure now. Go to that level and give yourself permission to receive pleasure, consciously, subconsciously, emotionally, physically, whatever is right for you. You can feel that wonderful feeling of being able to have that permission to give yourself permission to receive pleasure. It's a pleasurable and happy feeling to do this. Perhaps tingling through your body. A smiley feeling, as if every part of you can tingle and smile in that absolute acceptance that you can experience pleasure. You can experience pleasure, and it feels so good to do that. Feeling good about feeling good. And the deeper you go now, the more pleasure you feel. Bringing pleasure back inside what you can control, what belongs to you. Absolute acceptance of pleasure and your ability to experience it. And as you give yourself that permission now, I want you to take that permission with you. And taking with you a memory from this experience of how good it feels to feel good. Feeling good about feeling good. So that later you'll be able to feel good about feeling good anytime you wish. You have that control now. It belongs to you. You can own that, and you can use it. The power of pleasure. Your power. Your pleasure. So that in a moment, when you get back into those doors, acknowledge that you have the power to feel good about feeling good. That it belongs to you, that you control it. That it's up to you. That you have that permission now. It's yours. So take it with you, so that you can use it whenever you need. Whenever you wish to experience pleasure, you'll remember that you can experience pleasure, and how good it feels to feel good, feeling good about feeling good. Remembering also what you've left behind down below, so that when you wake or return to your day-to-day, you'll take with you this permission, leaving the rest behind. So go ahead now, taking that with you. You can make your way back into that elevator as the doors wrap around you safely, gently carrying you back down to earth and back to the here and now. You might even like to take a moment now just to see yourself at a time in the future, accepting and experiencing pleasure, feeling good about feeling good in a way that perhaps you'd forgotten you could. And knowing that the more you feel good about feeling good, the easier it gets, the better you feel. This absolute acceptance of pleasure and your ability to experience it. And then as the doors open up and you make your way back to those stairs, just shedding off the last remnants of anything that has gotten in the way of your ability to give yourself permission to feel good about feeling good. You may even feel lighter as you make your way up the stairs now. Back to the here and now. It's entirely up to you whether you choose to wake fully and go about your day, or slip gently and peacefully into a restful sleep. It's up to you. Feeling good about feeling good.